recheck just in case I missed something.
Oh my God.
After rechecking, I could confirm the toilet was clean. Streaks of crap in the bowl.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Join the Club. Today we're going to be looking at, am I an arsehole?
Let's jump straight into it. And please, if you enjoy the content, do not forget to join the club and subscribe. Am I the arsehole for refusing to hand over money raised for a co-worker after learning something that changed my mind?
I'm a 26-year-old female and work in a small office where everyone tends to chip in when someone is going through a hard time. Recently, one of my co-workers told us she was struggling financially due to a sudden medical issue and might not be able to cover rent that month.
A few of us felt really bad and decided to organise a small fundraiser. I ended up taking the lead since I'm usually the one coordinating group things. I reached out to everyone, collected contributions, and even added some of my own money. Altogether, it came out to a decent amount that could genuinely help her get through the month.
So far, so good.
Before handing it over, I asked her if she was okay with me giving it directly or if she would prefer another method. She seemed a little bit hesitant and said she'll get back to me, which I thought was odd, but I didn't push.
A day later, another co-worker pulled me aside and told me that the other co-worker we contributed for had apparently been talking about planning a trip out of town around the same time she claimed she couldn't pay rent. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions, so I casually asked her again about her situation, and her answers felt vague and didn't really line up with what she originally had told us. At that point, I got uncomfortable. I didn't accuse her of anything, but I decided to hold on to the money and told the contributors I wanted to clarify a few things before passing it along.
Now she is upset and says I embarrassed her and seems like I don't trust her. A couple of co-workers think I should have just given her the money, no questions asked, since it was already collected for her. Others are saying it's better to be cautious. For now, I've kept the money aside and haven't used it for anything else. I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle it without making things worse.
So you're telling me that she's taken all the money out of all
Sounds like something you would do.
This sounds like a scam. This is a big scam. She's taken all the money from everyone. She's held on to it because she has some sort of conspiracy that her colleague is using it for other means. That's not fair.
What, you think that the person that posted this?
No, yeah, the person, the OP.
I think she's not the arsehole.
No, she's definitely the arsehole.
You think she's the arsehole?
She's kept the money.
Yeah, but she thinks that the money's being used for a holiday.
Yeah, but then she's kept everyone else's money and now she's holding it aside.
She's
holding it ransom until she decides what to do next with it. She should give it back, surely.
She should give it back to the people, but she shouldn't give
Let's
it back
see what
the comments say. What do you mean you haven't used the money for anything else? It either goes to the co-worker or goes back to the people who donated it. There are no other options. Am I missing something?
Gay surrogate flamingo agrees with me. You see, at least some people have common sense and 11k agree. So, F you.
I think OP means I'm not keeping it, I'm just holding on to it, though I do think they should give it back to the OG owners.
There you go.
Original gangster.
OG.
Give the money back to everyone that contributed. Just tell them they are comfortable with the situation.
And they can give her the money themselves if they want. There you go. And please stop collecting money for co-workers. I don't think that's right. Because
I disagree with that.
That's a Ponzi scheme. That's a triangle scheme right there, mate.
You wouldn't be complaining if you were receiving it.
Yeah, if I was doing it, it's fine. But anyone else, I don't see fair.
Give the money back. Right. So
basically, I'm in the right, you're in the wrong.
No, because I think...
What do you think?
I think that if she gives the money back, she's not the arsehole.
To who?
To the OGs.
Yeah, but but she's holding it at the moment. But you said she's not an arsehole. She's holding it away from everyone else.
She shouldn't be holding the money.
Well, there you go. So you agree?
But we've got to put a decision on this. Is she the arsehole or nah?
I think she's a big arsehole. I don't know about you, Sam.
If you're holding that money,
you're an arsehole.
Am I the arsehole for destroying the house?
So my grandparents went to Florida for a couple of months. A day or two before they came back, I started cleaning. I'd been taking care of a stray cat to bring to a shelter. They knew about it. I took down the bathroom decorations so the cat wouldn't break anything and stored them in my grandmother's room. 3 days before they returned, I finally got the cat to a shelter. The bathroom needed tidying after that. I put it off for one day and focused on vacuuming, dishes and laundry. The next day I cleaned all day, finishing with washing and drying towels and floor mats.
By the end of the night, I was exhausted. All that was left to put the bathroom decor back up and load the last dishes and minor decluttering. I didn't really know how to mop properly, but I tried. It left streaks on the tile. I figured I'd ask my grandmother how to do it correctly instead of redoing it repeatedly. The basement was messy because a month ago I had to move a bunch of stuff to find one of the stays. While moving things, I realised there was a lot of junk that we never used. I moved things aside to declutter later with my grandmother, since most of the time it wasn't mine and she kept knowing what to keep. It looked messy, but it was mid-process.
I worked late,
slept terribly, and woke up to my grandmother screaming that I had destroyed the house.
She said the basement looked blown up and the dishes and the floor was awful. She also said I'd made a mess of her room and thrown her CPAP stuff everywhere, whatever that means.
I think that's the thing that you have to put inside to wee as a woman, like a piss device.
Piss device. That was untrue. The CPAP delivery had arrived while they were gone and I placed it on her nightstand.
One nightstand.
Clean clothes were in a tote because I didn't know whose were whose, and the bathroom decor was in a separate tote.
I explained the floor. I explained the floors and basement where there were a bit more than laziness, that I planned to ask how to mop because the way I did it left the streaks. I don't know exactly how to not have streaks. And the basement.
What steaks you on?
The basement wasn't organised to begin with. I even pulled out the dishwasher rack to show the clean dishes. She claimed that I also didn't wipe the counters. I did.
This is a tough grandmother.
Twice. My grandmother said the house was fine. Don't scroll. And he couldn't tell I'd been cheating, cleaning. My grandmother went to her room and slammed the door. Despite 3 hours of sleep and being woken up by streaming, I finished everything within 2 hours. Half the time I had to pause to calm down because I was so angry. So Reddit, am I the arsehole? Edits to add. To everyone who's assuming I didn't clean at all for months, I was keeping up with the cleaning. My earlier phrasing made it sound like I waited until the last minute to clean everything, which isn't what happened. I didn't root through everyone's possessions for the hell of it. I was literally trying to get the stray cat to take it to the humane society, but I was really clarified. I didn't know what else to say to it. One of the YTA comments said, best though, you're good intentions, but you didn't succeed and you left a lot of work to do. Good intentions don't equate to success, and since the house was finished, regardless of it. Shut the fuck up, you cunt! I am the arsehole.
Let's go to the comments. The way you described it sounds like you didn't clean at least for several months. Once you get to that point, any cleaning you do makes it look a load better than it did previously, but probably not as clean as it was left initially. Your grandmother will be coming home with a vision of how she left it nice and clean in her head, so she'll be expecting it to look like that, and it probably didn't.
I get it. Working stuff, putting things off, leaving them to the last minute to feel motivated enough to make a start, then running out of time. I'm very familiar with all of that. But when it's someone else's property, you do actually need to plan so that doesn't happen, just out of respect for them. My grandparents would have been furious too. Probably you're the arsehole.
It's the older generation though, isn't it? They always want things like a certain way. It's the traditional aspect.
They let you use their home. You should have had it fully clean before they returned and not brought in any outside animals.
They brought animals?
Yeah, they've got a stray cat.
Oh!
She may have overreacted, but you gave her a reason.
That's not right though, to be fair with you. Bring an animal into a home.
Let's discuss.
Fantastic. To be fair, bringing an animal into a home, not cleaning up properly, I don't know, man. It just, you seem like a bit of an arsehole, if I'm being honest.
Look, you're in my house right now, and you show the utmost respect.
Thank you.
In sense of you have you done the washing up actually?
You've got to keep it a certain way, especially bringing a stray cat into the home. Yeah, that's a bit mad, don't you think?
You have to respect your elders.
Elders, yeah. But yeah, by all means, I think you're an arsehole.
Sorry to say it, but you're the arsehole.
You're an arsehole.
Obviously, guys, this is very controversial, so if you want to put some comments below into what you think, please do.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Stop! Collaborate and listen. As per the graphic on the screen in front of you, you can see that only 9% of you are subscribed. It would help massively if you'd like to join the club and smash that like button, as we're trying to hit 10 million likes by the end of yesterday. Thank you, and back to the video. Up next, am I the arsehole for not giving my bonus to my...
BIL? BLM? Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. I, 28F, have a Bill, 30M, who feels as tough as though I'm being extremely unfair to him by not giving him my referral bonus.
For context, my husband, 32M, and myself are all registered nurses. We live on the West Coast and him the East Coast. We all have done travel nursing contracts on and off for the last 6 years. My last recruiter was awesome, so I referred my brother-in-law to her, the agency she works for.
When I started with this company, my husband referred me. The company pays you $750 after the nurse you referred has worked for 8 weeks. The person working also receives a smaller bonus of $250. Many companies have incentives like this.
That's not bad.
Over the last few weeks, my BIL
BLM.
has been making content
That's what we've been doing.
comments over text and over the phone to my husband, saying things like, "Send me that money when you get it," or "Let's split that bonus money."
Sounds like P Diddy.
He thinks it's my husband who's getting the bonus, but really, it's me. I let my husband shut him down and deal with it, trying not to get involved. Things took a turn last Friday.
Last Friday marked 8 weeks he's been working on contract for the company. He got his $250, so he knows the payment was made to my husband, me. He started harassing my husband over text saying he deserves the money instead because he's the one working. My husband told him to knock it off and that I'm the one that got the bonus anyways. He started texting me saying he's owed this money again, saying he's the one that's working the contract, not me. I told him no, and if I didn't refer him, he would have gotten no bonus, even if it is smaller. Like, just be grateful for extra free money. But he kept on saying it's unfair. I told him this is just the way it goes. I made the company money for recruiting you, so I get paid more. It's not like I stole the money from him or anything. It was directly deposited to me. I stopped responding to his text thinking that was the end of it.
The next day, he started texting my husband, telling he needs to ditch me. I'm toxic, entitled, I suck, and many more not nice things.
Come
My
on,
husband, of course, got very mad and stuck up for me. He hasn't talked to either of us since. Now I'm starting to feel bad. But this has caused a family fight, and don't think money should come between family. But at the same time, you can bully me into not giving you something that's mine and treat me like garbage. I never told my husband I should get this bonus. I know my brother-in-law wouldn't give it to me if it was the other way around.
What's he giving?
Am I the arsehole for not caving?
I don't know. At the end of the day, obviously she got the she got the incentive. If you refer someone money, you referred that person. Just because that person's working doesn't mean you shouldn't get any money. He's working, he'll get paid his money. You referred him.
Imagine you help someone land a job, and then they demand you pay them for it. It sounds insane.
I've heard that one before.
Well, that's exactly what happened in that story.
Literally, yeah.
And it ends in the family food. If I got you a job and I'm getting a bonus for it, you've got a job, I've got a bonus.
You got a boner? I think it's fair because everyone gets paid and the company pays, and it's not coming out of your own pocket, it's coming from the company. So for me, it makes sense that she can keep her money. I don't see it as being unfair.
Let's read the comments.
He understands fine, he's just an entitled prick.
Not the arsehole. He got a bonus. Why should he also get yours? Do yourself a favour and never mix him in any business arrangement again. Don't send him anything and never refer him again.
Oh wait, hold on. I said this to him, like...
I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I'd be asking for at least half that money, though. I didn't have to take the job. I didn't have to take the job.
Well, nah. I think she deserves what she deserves, mate. I don't think that she should be giving anything to him.
You asked me to split my referral bonus, and I referred you for that job. Remember?
No, but I definitely think she's not the arsehole. I think he is.
I think he's the arsehole. I don't think she's the arsehole. So we're going to say not the arsehole. But please, in the comments below, let us know, what do you think?
What do you think?
Is she an arsehole? Am I the arsehole for eating a croissant in a cemetery?
I had a doctor's appointment today and they told me not to eat or drink anything before it. Once I got out, I was starving and pretty thirsty, so I went to a supermarket, grabbed a croissant and a bottle of store brand cola and went.
Why did they have to specify a store brand cola?
I have no clue. The nearest spot I could find that wasn't directly by a busy road was a cemetery. So I went in, walked to some benches and sat down.
I'd almost finished eating. By the way, that wasn't planned. I just took over. I'd almost finished eating when a woman, maybe in 70k, yeah, maybe in her 70s, walked past me and asked who I was visiting if I didn't mind the question. I said I was just eating someone somewhere quiet.
Eating someone?
Which surprised her. She then told me that I should be ashamed and to be so disrespectful and left. I finished the eating and drinking before leaving.
That's kind of it.
I can see where she's coming from. It's possible she was grieving and looking for solidarity. But also, I was just eating it out. It was the closest spot. What do you think?
It's a bit of a weird one. First of all, why would you go to a cemetery to have a croissant? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Like a meal deal I can get, but a croissant.
Certain things, certain reasons.
And the doctor did tell you not to eat anything before it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it was after actually.
Oh, brilliant. I don't know. It's just a weird one, man. It's just a weird circumstance, and I don't know why someone would get angry at you eating the croissant in the cemetery. Like, just mind your own business, you know.
I would say arsehole because people have died there.
And What's wrong with that?
People died everywhere.
Yeah, people die all across, mate, even outside the cemetery.
Let's see what the comments say.
Yeah. I hope when I'm dead, people come and eat croissants in my grave. That sounds lovely.
Where did they say that?
Over there. I think you might mean arbitrarium. Arbitranium is a homeopathic herb. We'll ignore that one. My sister died.
Too long didn't read. As long as you weren't taking a shit on someone's grave or dancing naked around the Clumbalarium.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. He was just eating
a croissant is not that bad.
Yeah.
We're going to say...
We've seen a lot worse.
Not the arsehole.
Not the arsehole.
Am I the arsehole for leaving a dirty toilet at work and getting called out by a colleague for it?
So basically, I had to use the toilet at work and I needed to take a dump. And I finished up and I flushed the toilet twice. Since not everything went away after the first flush, I made sure that everything was clean and nothing was left. I washed my hands and left. Fantastic. Great so far.
5 minutes after, a co-worker sent me a message to go clean up the toilet. I thought it was a joke, but I went to check just in case I missed something.
Oh my God.
After rechecking, I could confirm the toilet was clean to streaks of crap in the bowl or anything. So I asked the co-worker what he saw exactly. He started huffing and puffing and asked me if he needed to show me my mess.
That's ridiculous.
I said, please do, as I don't understand anything. I kid you not. He pointed at the 2 smallest specks of shit I've ever seen. The kind where you need to go face first and uncomfortably close to the toilet to see them. I feel he was overreacting, especially considering you have to go looking for them to see them. But I didn't push an argument on such a silly thing and just scrubbed the 2 specks of shit away.
Oh.
Your microphone's not on, is it?
Oh, my microphone's not on. So what's your thoughts, Sam?
I think it's ridiculous. I think he's an absolute arsehole.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, mate, it's a toilet. That's what the purpose is for. If someone's going to take a shit, then you got to understand that's his purpose.
If it's your own personal toilet, leave it as dirty as you want.
Like yours. Back there. You dirty.
Right. He's the arsehole.
He's the arsehole.
He's literally
shit out of
he's
arsehole.
literally used these arsehole. Let's see what a couple of comments
Let's
say.
see the comments. Let's see what they're saying.
Not the arsehole.
Bro, honestly, I felt like it was a personal attack on me. Like the type, I'm bored. I'm gonna go know that guy for no reason because I can. Yeah, again, at work, boredom, not too sure, or maybe a Karen.
Not the arsehole. It's a toilet. You take dumps in them.
Brilliant. My thoughts exactly. Like the only way OP would be an arsehole is
OP is the original poster.
Oh, if you literally left a huge ass turd and didn't flush. Oh my God.
I feel like the OP.
It's a toilet. Shit happens. That's the best one.
I feel like OP has probably undersold himself here. I reckon he's left quite a few dirty streaks in there.
I think it was probably a lot more worse than that. I think they're over-exaggerating.
If a co-worker has to point out how bad your skid marks are.
Yeah, no one's going to do that for no reason.
Yeah.
So you're definitely an arsehole.
You arsehole. Am I the arsehole? Peed standing up in a traffic jam.
Throwaway. I'm a 26F boyfriend. It's 25M.
It means female and male.
We got stuck in an insane traffic jam. Boyfriend was driving. We were
As he should be.
Yeah. Men are the best.
What?
We were at a standstill. Found out later on they had closed the highway.
I had to pee really bad, like bad. I saw a couple guys that had run to the side of the road to pee and I decided to do the same. It was super open with bushes by the side of the road.
Oh, brilliant.
Really not much cover. I have a stand to pee device in my car.
What the hell is even a stand-to-pee device?
Should have seen one.
Oh my God.
But when I grabbed my boyfriend, it was also weird.
Yeah, he said people. He said people would see me pee standing up and think I was trans. Well, that's acceptable nowadays. I covered on the video. I said no one would think that. Plenty of women have pee funnels, and also that I also didn't care. I have no beef with trans people. Fair enough.
He said I should squat just to put his mind at ease. I said I didn't want to get my butt and coochie out on the highway in front of everyone or get pee on my shoes. I just wanted to be queen and clit.
She's not being. She's not being unreasonable though. It's not being unreasonable so far. He said he didn't want people to look at the girl he was dating and think she was trans and that I should squat like girls do. I'm dying by this point. Why does he care the fact that she looks trans?
And why is she dying?
I don't know.
I finally couldn't hold it anymore. I really didn't want to show the world my butt, so I ran to the side of the road and slipped the device into my jeans and just
I've never heard of this before in my life.
With my back to traffic. No one could see anything. It would just slide through the zipper. But I guess maybe if someone was looking, they would be confused.
What does even one look like? A pee device?
When I get back to my car, my boyfriend wouldn't talk to me. He said I disrespected his feelings, but it was 100% an emergency. Am I the arsehole?
Definitely not. Not in my opinion. I didn't even know that was a real thing. That looks like something used for baking.
Don't use that for baking.
You shouldn't be.
So how does it work?
But surely it still aims down nonetheless. It doesn't really matter. Like, there's no angle. Like with us, we can move it around.
Look, I'm going to be honest, right? When I need to go, I need to go.
Yeah.
And in this situation...
She had to go.
Do you think she's the arsehole?
She's definitely not the arsehole, mate.
No?
And her boyfriend is being a bit unreasonable.
Absolutely.
Because we all need to go, mate.
Mind you, though, if I was with my girlfriend and she stood up like a man holding her willy...
Yeah, I would...
If I saw a woman on the side of the road just go... I would also be thinking...
I'd probably think maybe they are trans. I don't know.
But I'm a big believer in this.
Trans?
You're only ever going to see these people once in your life, right? Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
actually
So
cares?
you're on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. Who cares, mate? So
Who cares?
She's definitely not the arsehole.
So we're going to sign this off and we're going to say, not the arsehole. Guys, that's all we've got time for today, but thanks very much. And once again, please subscribe. Only 5% of you are, but we'd really appreciate if more people
come on,
subscribe
guys,
to the
you
channel.
got this.
And if you want more of this content, make sure you let us know down below. Or if there's another subreddit you want us to react to, just let us know.
Please comment, let us know what to react to next.